Hey everyone, it's Adam from Spiritus Systems, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Thing 1. So if you're familiar with our products, you probably have already seen, or maybe you own, Microfight Mark IV chassis. That's this little guy right here. And you're probably also familiar with its really large cousin, the Thing 2. Today we're going to talk about something that kind of falls in between those two realms. And that's the Thing 1. That's this guy that I have sitting right in front of me. But before I go and start kind of showing you some of the details of it, I just kind of want to talk about the why. Like, why did we make this? So we found that there was a deficiency. We're getting a lot of requests for a medium range chest rig for commo. Something that could carry radios, something that could carry a little bit of extra kit, but wasn't a full-size chest rig and wasn't something as small as this. And so we started looking at another product of ours, the expander wings, and they just weren't quite adequate. They would add additional radios to your kit, but the radios weren't necessarily easily accessible, and you couldn't carry anything else really on the outsides of those. And so that's why we really developed this. You know, anybody who is working in a field that requires them to have additional commo setups, multiple radios, or somebody who relies on their radios as their primary function or primary job, that's really who we designed the Thing 1 for. So whether that's an RTO who's carrying 2 radios, or if that's a TAC-P or JTAC who's wearing 2 radios, and they have to have accessibility to both of those systems at all times, and they need to change batteries, they need to adjust a channel or, you know, a frequency or something like that. I think that is really the use case for this. Other people can use it as well. If you're looking for just like a lighter loadout, you don't quite need all the MOLLE real estate that's on the Thing 2, then the Thing 1 is going to be the right fit for you. So in addition to holding radios really well, the pockets on either side of the Thing 1 can also be used for holding other items too. Munitions fit really well in here, 5.56 magazines, smoke grenades, maybe even a water bottle. Those things will all fit well inside these pouches and can be used for that. We also took the liberty of placing laser cut MOLLE on the sides of each pouch. And we did this because we wanted you to be able to expand the carrying capacity of the chest rig. And so these pouches can be something small like what I have on the outside here, which is just a pistol magazine pouch. But you could also use something a little larger, a flashbang pouch, something like that, something that size would fit here as well. We kind of tuck those into this negative space so that you can get it in there, and it's not really gonna bother you too much, but it's definitely using that space that's available. We also put holes inside each side of the pouch as well, and those holes can be used to route shot cord. And if you look on this side of my rig, there's a push to talk, and I have a piece of shot cord that's kind of helping keep it tight against the pocket. That's going through some of those holes. And you can see on the outside, I also have a tourniquet lashed to the side here. So those holes come organic, already ready to go, and it comes with all the parts that you need to make that work. Because we designed the Thing 1 to work so well with radios, we also knew that it needed to route cables well. The battlefield is getting more and more networked. There's more stuff that guys have to carry. On this rig alone, there's 2 different radios that are tethered together. We have a full-size screen, a push-to-talk, and all of those things take cables. And so we cut new holes into the backside of the Thing 1 that allow you to route commo cables back and forth from either side of the chassis. The chassis mounts in a very similar way, as if it was on a plate carrier or something like that. The buckles tuck up inside, and then you just flap it down. So it is held on by Velcro there, and then on the back side here, it's held on by just the buckles that go underneath a small piece of webbing. And then the sack pouch actually just fits inside of a little stuff pouch on the back side of the rig, just like it does on Thing 2 if you're familiar with that. The whole system comes packaged just like this in a small bag, and it's pretty flexible. So it comes folded up. There's no hard material on this. It's all just fabric, so it doesn't matter if it's kind of folded or if you put a little pressure on it. But it comes exactly like this, and it's not quite set up. This also gives you a chance to kind of see things a little better on it. The Thing 1 uses the same split back buckles that come with your Microfight, and they are not included. You just use the same ones that you have on your Microfight chest rig. You simply attach all 4 of them and you're good to go. when you unwrap the Thing 1, it's also going to come with a small accessory bag. And inside that bag, you're going to have some of the small parts that you need to set the Thing 1 up. You're going to have 2 of these guys, and these are your Velcro tabs that will retain your radio. You're going to have 2 lengths of shock cord. You're going to have 2 cord locks. And you're also going to have 2 lengths of 550 cord or Type 3 nylon. To put this guy together, it's pretty easy. You're going to take your tab, you're going to put them on the outside of the pouch just like that. Just going to run your 550 cord through it. And then you're just going to run those ends through the cord lock. And then you're just going to do an overhand knot on the backside. And that gives you a nice adjustable way to essentially, secure your radio, tighten it down if you need to. And then you can always make micro adjustments on the front by just kind of tightening this guy up a little bit or making him more loose. And that just allows you to really clamp down around that radio and keep it tight to your body. To install the shock cord, it's pretty easy. You're just going to take your shock cord, put it through the 2 holes either on the top side or the bottom. It doesn't matter, you can go either way. It's more of a preference of where you want that cord lock to end up. Just going to pull them through, and then you're going to reroute them out of the opposite 2 holes, and then just kind of even them up. Should look something like this when you've gotten to this point. And then you're just going to take one of those cord locks, and then you're just going to route the 2 ends through the cord lock. And again, I like to do a square knot on the ends just to keep them nice and tight and make sure that the cord lock can never pop off. You just tie a small knot in there. And as you can see, it's installed on the side. Just like that. Well, that's it, guys. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and we'll see you next time.